Tesla just announced record-breaking Q3 delivery numbers, and I'll talk about what they mean in this video, as well as my outlook for Q4. Today, I'm filming in the old Ford factory, which is now a national monument in Singapore. This was one of the last auto manufacturing plants in Singapore, stopping production in June 1980. It was abandoned for a few years before becoming a national monument. Today, you can now visit it as a museum. It is also a historical World War II site where the British Armed Forces surrendered to the Japanese forces during Japan's land invasion in World War II. Singapore was once known as the Gibraltar of the East. The British believed that it would be an impregnable fortress, and Ford was synonymous with cars after pioneering mass production with the Ford Model T. Today, a new wave of innovation is here with Tesla. Welcome back to Investing with Daren. Click subscribe to stay updated to more videos like this. Tesla just announced 241 deliveries for Q3 2021, ahead of the Wall Street consensus of 223,000. My own estimates of 233,000 were too conservative. These Q3 delivery numbers are a 73% year-on-year growth, which is really impressive, considering that many other auto companies are seeing declines in sales. For instance, General Motors is seeing a 33% decline in sales year-over-year in the same period. General Motors sold 447 cars in the same quarter, meaning that Tesla is slightly above half of GM's deliveries, with huge runway for growth. It wasn't long ago that Tesla sales were barely 10% of GM's sales. Here's a chart mapping out Tesla's delivery growth in the past 5 years. On average, deliveries have grown 17% quarter on quarter for the past 5 years. Here's a chart comparing where Tesla is so far relative to other car makers. Tesla is on track to deliver more cars than BMW Group in 2023 and Ford in 2025. Now let's talk about Q4 expectations. Gigafactory Austin and Berlin are expected to go live this quarter. Both would start with an initial production capacity of 500,000 annual production run rate each. Both can be upgraded over the years to eventually achieve up to 2 million annual production run rate. Both gigafactories will start by producing the popular Model Y and eventually new models later next year. Q4 has historically been Tesla's strongest quarter for deliveries, and we expect the same in 2021. Tesla has never had two gigafactories opening in the same quarter, so this is going to be an insane 3 months ahead. Production from these two new gigafactories will take time to ramp up, so expect most of Q4 deliveries to still come from Gigafactory Shanghai and the Fremont factory. Looming on every automaker is the chip shortage. I recently learned that we need up to 1,400 chips on average to produce a car, and that number will grow as software becomes a more important and defining part of our cars. This impacts even Tesla, despite their best efforts to stay ahead of the curve, by sourcing their own semiconductors and rewriting their own software on the go. This effort alone is unique to Tesla and gives it a strong advantage. On top of that, there's an energy shortage in China that Elon recently tweeted as quite serious. As the world gradually recovers from COVID, demand for all types of products is increasing significantly. This means that factories require more energy. However, more than 50% of China's energy needs today are powered by coal, and the Chinese government has set a goal to be carbon neutral by 2060, and that is dampening growth in coal energy. On top of that, the government controls energy prices, so coal factories are unwilling to operate at a loss and instead reduce output. While Tesla's factories in China may be powered by their own solar sources, the energy shortage will impact Tesla suppliers in the country. Goldman Sachs estimates that 44% of all industrial activity in China is being impacted by the power shortage. Having gigafactories Austin and Berlin go live in Q4 will help to reduce Tesla's concentration risk in China. Tesla has delivered an amazing Q3, and I believe that Q4 is going to be a Giga-Quarter. I would love to hear your take on how many deliveries Tesla will make in Q4 as well as full year 2021. Share them in the comments below, and I'll give a shout out to the closest answers when the full year results are out in January 2022. My personal estimate is 290,000 in Q4, giving a full year number of 917,000 deliveries. This is my last video in Singapore before flying off to Germany tomorrow. I hope to share with you some stories from Germany as well as Gigafactory Berlin next week. If you found this video useful, please click the like button. Hit subscribe to stay updated to more videos on Tesla. Signing off from Singapore.